All right, so this is example 14 here. We want to find the number of what x-intercept. So this is similar to what we did earlier, but in this case, we are dealing with what? We're dealing with the number of x-intercepts for which graph? For the graph of minus. So we should know that this function we can rewrite this function as what? F of x equals to minus what? Sine 3 sine of what? 2x minus pi over 4 over what? Cosine 2x minus pi over 4. This is the graph of tan. So tan is what? Sine over cosine. But we are looking for the x-intercept. So this is a rational function. So the rational function, the x-intercept will come from the 0 of the numerator, right? So this means that what? Sine, or you can use 3, sine 2x minus pi over 4 has to be equals to 0. If you ask to look for the vertical asymptote, then you set the denominator to be 0. So this means that sine 2x, because we can divide both sides by 3, and 0 will go away, and the 3 will go away. So here, this simply means that 2x minus pi over 4 has to be what? N pi, because that is the zeros of sine x. And then it can multiply both sides by 4, so that here this is 8x minus what? This is 8x minus pi equals to what? 4n pi, am I correct? Yes, 8x minus pi is equals to 4n pi. And that means that 8x is 4n pi plus pi. So 8x is equals to, we can take n, so you have 4n plus 1, right? And that means that what? It means that our x is nothing but pi into 4 plus 1 divided by 8. And here also, that n is any what? Integer. Okay. But we are only interested in what? We're interested in what? We're interested in the x-intercept that are between, we have to use this interval, between minus pi and 2 pi. So it means we want this to happen. We want all our x-intercept to be between minus pi and 2 pi. Now, this is how to solve it without graphing, right? You can go ahead and graph it. You can just use this analysis here. So here, algebraically, we're doing, and this is minus pi less than equals to x is what? Pi into 4n plus 1 over 8 less than what? 2 pi. And that means we can multiply both sides by 8. You can see that pi, we can even divide both sides by pi. Pi can cancel all the pi. Then multiply both sides by 8. You have minus 8 is less than equals to 4n plus 1, and this will be 16. You have three-sided inequality, so you have to multiply each side by 8. So this will become minus 9 is less than 4n is less than 15. So what I did is that I subtracted 1 from both sides, all sides, and this will be minus 9 over 4 is less than n less than what? Less than 15 over 4. So if we go to the number line and see what this means, this is minus 9 over 4, and this is 15 over 4. So let's see what are the integers that are between this one. This minus 9 over 4 is around minus 2 point something, yeah? So it means that the first integer here is going to be minus 2. So this here is 15 over 4. 15 over 4 is actually 3 point something, yeah? Yeah, 3 point something. So it means that we have to stop at where? At 3, right? So it simply means that our n can be -2. Yes, it could be -1, it could be 0, it could be 1, it could be 2, and it could be 3. So these are the possible n, because these are the possible integers between -9/4 and what? 15/4. So it means that our answer is going to be 6. So we can have only 6 x-intercepts between -pi and 2pi. Right. Okay, I hope this is clear. All right, so what next? If we look at, let's go to 15. So this one now is how to what? Still the same thing, but here we are dealing with we're interested in the vertical what? In the vertical asymptotes over the interval. So here we simply do what? We simply set this to become y is what? 2 cotan. This is cotan, so it is cosine 2x over what? Sine 2x again. Okay. But since we're interested in the vertical asymptote, it will be the zeros of the denominator. So it means that sine 2x is equals to 0 again. Because we're interested in the vertical asymptote, so the denominator has to be 0. And this means that 2x is equals to what? N pi, right? When n is equals to z. And easily you can see that x is what? N of pi over what? Over 2, where n is in z. Right. But we have to use this interval. We're interested in the vertical asymptote within this interval. So in this situation, look at this interval, it's open. So it means you want this to happen. You want your x to be between -pi/4 and 3pi/4. But we have to be aware that the inequality, there is no equality. So this is -pi/4 less than x is what? Is n/pi/2. And this is less than 3pi over what? Over 4. And clearly here we can cancel pi from each side. So this will just be -1/4 less than n/2 less than 3/4. And we can multiply both sides by 4. So this will become -1. And this will be 2n. And this will be 3. So you have -1/2 is less than n is less than 3/2. So the same thing, this is -half, and this is 3/2. What are the integers, possible integers? This is -half. So if this is -half, it means we have 0 somewhere here. And if this is 3/2, so we have 1 here. Right, yes. So I think n can only be 0 and what's 1. So this 1, 0 and 1 are the only two integers that we can find between -half and 3/2. So it means we have only 2 vertical asymptotes, right? So that's the end for this one. In our next video, we will see how to obtain the graphs of cotangent and tan, how to obtain the equations from the graph. Thank you for watching.